I'm hungry.
No.
It means I'm voting for the British National Party.
It's what a pig would say when it met another pig.
Excited? Pleased to meet you.
I'll give you a point for that.
Pleased to meet you, I'm a pig.
I'll give you a point for that. It means hello. Well done.
Come towards me.
How many individual human faces are pigs able to remember, Josie?
30.
Well done, yeah, it is 30.
Yeah. Oh, man!
I knew that one.
It helps if the humans keep their face immobile and show no emotion. That's why pigs are so fond of Hollyoaks. OK, at the end of all of that, you are all in the lead. Join me after the break when we'll be back with more weird visions. Hello! Welcome back to our Weird TV special. We move now on to one of the weirdest programmes currently on TV, The Jeremy Kyle Show. You might think it's more horrible than weird, but actually we're both right. It's horribly weird and weirdly horrible. His show's only been on air since 2005, but Kyle himself has walked among us since the dawn of time. The Sumatrans knew him as Jaral, bringer of night. To the Incas, he was Kylus the Mad. Today, he's known simply as Jeremy the Unholy, and his programme looks like this. The Jeremy Kyle Show isn't your average daytime talk show. It's a forum in which disparate groups of people, or failing that absolutely anyone they can get hold of, attempt to solve their interpersonal issues by seeing who can shout the loudest.
When are you gonna act like a mother, right?
You had to make me out.
The most incomprehensibly.
What did you say about my babies? Come on the show
what
to bring you say about?
Or both. A High Court judge famously described it as human bear baiting, which isn't really accurate because it's quite funny watching bears die, whereas the Jeremy Kyle Show is so depressing it could make God himself contemplate suicide.
30 to 40 porn movies, all of them with your sister?
The weirdest aspect of the show is Kyle himself.
Be quiet instantly.
A sort of psychotic hospital radio DJ and the most manipulative hectoring head of a man you'll find outside of a David Lynch film.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to her!
He seems to actively enjoy the chaos, a bit like an arsonist breathing slowly through his nose while he watches a primary school burn to the ground.
I haven't finished yet, it says The Jeremy Kyle Show.
Yes, every facet of The Jeremy Kyle Show is so horrible, even watching this clip has shortened your lifespan by 15 minutes. Still, look at it this way, at least that's 15 minutes less of The Jeremy Kyle Show you'll have to sit through.
That is what you will have to deal with for the rest of your lives, and you deserve it. I am back after this break.
Jeremy Kyle there. What do you make of it, Josie?
It's possibly my favourite show on television. I feel really guilty about this. Not like a good show, like I like real TV shows, but I just can't stop myself from watching it up to 3 times a day.
Well, hang on, it's not on 3 times a day.
Well, if you have ITV2, it is. So, all you need is 3 afternoons and...
A lobotomy.
Yeah. It's fair. I don't know what it is, and I don't think it's wholly bad. I think it's a bit bad because obviously he's the worst human being alive. But
it's a showcase for the worst human being alive. But putting that aside,
but there is an element of it that is very beautiful, and no, there is because. Right, there's real human tragedy in it, and sometimes you have guests and they're so dignified. For example, I once saw that there was a woman and she'd been really horrifically sort of abused throughout her childhood, and Jeremy Kyle went like, I don't know how you've survived this, sweetheart. And she went, you just get on with it. And it was actually really powerful and moving, and I was like, it's a privilege to watch this. But
then it cuts to a think bingo break bumper.
That's it. You see, when it cuts to that, that's when I know I'm wasting my life. Right? And then I get this ache all the way through my body like, oh, I've got a degree, what the fuck am I doing?
OK, so they talk about abuse and, and paternity and stuff, but surely that's not the right forum for those kind of issues. The right forum for those issues is a pub car park.
It's not a human form of bear baiting, is it? I mean, a human form of bear baiting can get more than 1 million viewers in ITV.
It starts off nice, though. He'll start off nice, and then gradually over the episode he sort of turns. And by the end, he's just mental. It's like he's drinking during the ad breaks. By the end of the episode, he's as drunk as his audience are when they wake up.
They should broadcast that so you can match him drink for drink at home. It's interesting you mention his mood swings. During an average episode, His Satanic Majesty Kyle experiences more sudden mood swings than a postman having a breakdown in a hall of mirrors. Witness this grisly bunch of trademark gear shifts.
How does the world react to somebody like you?
I don't know.
Do you know anything? People make mistakes. But some people never, ever change. This show will help you. Then why don't you stop sleeping around and maybe the child wouldn't? Too beautiful, too intelligent, and far too sweet for that, isn't that right? I'm going to be like a dog with a bone, and I will chase you back to your dressing room. Tell me the truth, because I do not believe you. Did you have sex with her 2 weeks ago? I think you're one of the nicest men I've ever met on this stage, seriously. Get off my stage now. I'm really sorry if this sounds wrong. Actually, I don't care. There is absolutely nothing maternal about you.
Absolutely crazy. The behaviour of a lunatic.
You just don't know where you are with him, do you? He's like a pub dog or something. Hey, oh, what a crisp. Ah!
I actually know him.
What?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Does he? Can I ask you a
You
question?
didn't take a breath from the audience.
Can I ask you a question about him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Does he wake up in the morning, or does he just slither into our world through a haunted mirror?
I'm afraid I've never been with him in the morning, so I can neither confirm nor quash that.
How do you know him?
Well, I used to work at the same radio station as Jeremy Kyle. No, I
didn't know Hades had a radio station.
Yeah, he had a show on Capital Radio.
I think he's the weirdest host on TV. I mean, what do you make of him?
He's not entirely like that in real life. He's still very certain, and I don't know how you end up like that in life, where you just have this kind of moral certainty, where you can hear an argument and a debate and you just know categorically what's right and what's wrong. But he does that on telly, and he does do that when you see him.
OK. I've got some viewer comments, a couple of viewer comments on Jeremy Kyle here. Somebody calling themselves the Daily Bumbler. He says, seriously, read Jeremy Kyle, I met him and he smelt of Savlon. Does he smell of Savlon?
I haven't noticed.
Yes, somebody else has said he's like a dull pain in the testicles, annoying and worrying. That's nice. There's a couple of questions about the man himself. OK. Jeremy Kyle recently published his autobiography in which he revealed that he has a weird obsessive compulsion. What is it? Richard?
He's a gambling addict. Is that it?
No, but it's nice to know. Frankie?
He can only shit dressed as a cat.
I could give you a clue. It's something to do with his tongue.
He licks everything.
Yeah, well done, you. He likes to lick things clean, including his mobile phone and golf balls. Yes, I must point out to our viewers it's genuinely dangerous to lick golf balls because of all the weed killer on golf courses. It can build up in your intestines, leading to a slow and painful death. So, Jeremy, I know we've all said some pretty unpleasant things about you, but putting all differences aside, please don't stop licking golf balls. OK, we've talked about Kyle, but some of his guests can be, to put it politely, slightly odd. Let's take a look at this bloke who's been accused of something.
You say I'm sick and tired of this damn woman harassing me.
I am.
But I thought you were sending explicit pictures of your private parts to her.
I've sent one, and I had a bad day at work. She's got me arrested for harassment and all that 9 weeks ago.
Why did she get you done for harassment?
Because I was harassing her all the time.
Very much a modern-day Raffles, yes. A remarkable scene, that. He sent the picture because he'd had a bad day at work. So, Josie, I'd like to apologise for having had a bad day at work every day for the past 3 weeks.
Who do they get to do this? Who do they get to do this? And then, like, you watch it and you go, oh, Scottish people. In Scotland, that's actually aspirational television. Oh, you've got 3 children by just 2 fathers, you posh bastard.
Well, the Jeremy Kyle Show straplines try to summarise bizarre problems in eye-popping tabloid style. With that in mind, can you complete these genuine Jeremy Kyle Show titles? First one. Stop giggling. Take this seriously.
I was just giggling because I'd gone for it too quickly, and then he saw and thought I was really pathetic, and then sort of went, all right, then, fuck you. And I was like, OK, fair enough, sorry.
You're projecting onto me like a psychotic. I'm not your father, OK?
Well, anyway, yeah, fingers on buzzers, OK? First one. I want my boyfriend to what? Richard.